These little sweet basil plants, this one and this, I planted from seeds and they're doing really well, growing tall. And here's a bunch more little sweet basils. Most of what I have here is from seeds, all of the spinach that I eat. But the sweet basil that I planted is growing really well. Whereas the spinach, like, it hasn't been a good crop, and it's not that I'm not looking after it, it's just that the seed wasn't good. And in fact, the seeds I got were like free from a shop, like as a promotion. And the seeds for the sweet basil I bought at like a really good nursery. And it's quite interesting because with songwriting, you can have a pretty bad idea, but if your seed is good, if your songwriting is good, then it's gonna be a much more nutritious product. Aww. My first band.
Do you think you've got what it takes to be cooler than the kid on the box?
What do you guys think?
I think it's going to be tough.
What is the light?
That was so big. You know, eat it so gracefully. This thing is huge.
So I can just cram it into my face.
That was very graceful.
It was surprisingly graceful. That's good. Losing it a bit.
Hey, so I just got back from another studio. I got some feedback from my good friend Matt, same guy who gave me feedback on last month's track. And another highlight is Analogue Dear, this beautiful musician. Commented on one of my videos, and that was just special to me that he would have checked it out. So check out his music if you don't know it. It's beautiful piano. He has some other like voices and electronic stuff, and just really, really beautiful. Anyway, back to work. Two other things Matt pointed out. He really liked this vocal section. And the dimension here. Matt also really liked the kind of counterpoint electronic vibe, which is something I was working on specifically for this track, as you guys know from the previous episode. That's it, that's the final one. Yeah, so I submitted, and that's pretty cool. I haven't really slept the last few days, and I ate something yesterday that didn't agree with me, so my energy's been really low. But in spite of that, I'm glad I got my submission done, and I'm really excited to start with number 3. So let's do this. I have a lot of planning written down in my book. I'm just gonna have fun and like write something. Let's just try this whole just having fun thing. Let's just try it. I mean, whatever. I don't even know what I was doing, but that sounds crap. So, bitbird did listen to my second demo. I am far more discouraged this time around that I didn't kind of hear from them. More just, I thought the track was really good. I thought the first one was really good too, but the second one was like far more original, I find. And that's cool. It's not what they're looking for. Like, it's fine. It's not a reflection on me as a human being. But I just wanted to show you guys that you know, I'm not immune to feelings, and it is disappointing, you know. I'm going to a conducting workshop thing tomorrow. Maybe just being around like classical musicians will help. But the show must go on. There is no episode 3 without a third song, so what a great motivation to create. That's me just screwing around. I just realized I didn't actually do all of that in 10 minutes. Some of those are audio files from my Lumo Berry track 2 that I'm like repurposing, and then so I just added a new chord progression. So 10 minutes down. Cool, I'm about 40 minutes in. I've been working on a little drum loop. An hour and 40 minutes in, I'm still doing the like 8-bar drum beat. Guess what, people? I don't like it. I don't know what I am doing. It's like tropical house meets drum and bass without the bass. I like that a little bit. I think I'm so used to writing music for other people on a brief that I don't ask this question of like, you know, what kind of music do I want to create in the world? It's always been like a service, and now that I'm trying to do like a solo project, it's tricky. And you know, this all started because I wanted to write for orchestras, and I have written for orchestra, and it's amazing when an orchestra performs your music, but the opportunities for that are very kind of limited here, and so that's why I've taken to the computer, because, you know, I can play the computer myself. I don't need to find 100 musicians and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I've never liked tropical house. Why am I trying to... So I'm trying to analyze what's going wrong, like why I keep making crap. Why I keep feeling like I'm creating crap. Electricity is back. Okay, so I'm gonna do another 2 hours. The creative process is painful, but it's usually very rewarding in the end, and that's why we keep doing it, because we have to, because we're creative people. Baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I just listened to a 4-bar loop, and you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world. Massive relief. I finally am liking something. It's messy, but you get the idea. Yo, homies! My 2 hours are done. So I've done 4 hours stint today, 2 sessions of 2 hours. And I've got how much music? 2 minutes and 12 seconds of music. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling... This is the music that excites me. Really weird. I'll probably delete this. I don't know what the hell this is. This is where we start speaking like his language. So that's a really nice idea. This is like a build on the same idea. The orchestra needs to grow there a little bit. Okay, there's potential here, and that's cool. So it's the next day. I did 2 2-hour stints yesterday. Pimple! It's 9 o'clock now. 12 o'clock, at 12 o'clock the electricity gets shut off, so I'm going to do a 2-hour stint now, and then I'll have an hour to do other stuff, and then what are my goals? Right, in these next 2 hours I want to have a full draft, and I want to continue in the style that resonates with me, so a lot of what I did yesterday is going to have to go, because a lot of it's just like crap. Maybe I'll use it for like library music or something. Something that is not too busy, you know, like something with space, and then something moody. My plan of action is just to kind of keep writing and keep going over the stuff I've done and just like hack together a draft, pretty much. There's no like inspired creative process. It's just like I have 2 hours hack together, like make it work so that I can begin polishing the draft. At the moment, I'm still kind of putting ideas down and changing them. And okay, bye. Don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I'm about 20 minutes in, by the way. I've got some meetings this afternoon that I have to get to, so I'll play my progress to you a bit later. I've been really enjoying working on this track. The 2-hour timers has been great. I usually work on a 45-minute timer, but just kind of getting myself out of that funk of like meh with 2-hour chunks has been really great, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm making breakthrough with the drums. I've always felt that like beats are my weakness, and what I realized is if you think about making room for the beat first in the mix, so the kick and like not having too much going on, it makes a huge difference. So all these years I've been struggling and thinking, you know, it's not good enough and like working harder, but actually I had to take away and make things simpler. I'm trying to love each moment in the track and really like hone in on my taste, because I'm trying to find like, I guess, a voice. And that's also interesting, because a lot of times I write something and it's just, I just think it works, but I'm not in love with it. And maybe I'm being idealistic, but I'm trying to be in love with every moment of the track. And maybe in doing that, I'll find my voice a lot quicker, instead of just being like, oh yeah, it's fine, whatever. And also committing to my ideas, so bouncing into audio a lot quicker, mainly just because then I have to move on. I can't constantly think, oh, was this right, was this wrong? I'm hoping that this little guy grows some roots. This is a cutling of my fiddly fig downstairs. It feels so good to have decluttered my house. Honestly, I am so happy. I highly recommend you go through your things and get rid of the crap that's just wasting space in your life. And that's another thing that's so cool with the music. I'm kind of trying to do the same, you know, if it's wasting space and if it's not adding value, it must go out. What now? I want to keep talking to you, but I don't have anything of value to say, so I should probably just cut it out. Okay, bye. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm kind of over this song again. I was enjoying it, and now I'm like, it reminds me of Nigel Stanford, and I'm not trying to be sounding like Nigel Stanford. I'm kind of keen to just like scrap it. I usually always persevere to the end. I wonder what it feels like. I think I'm just gonna finish it. Back to the drawing board. Morning! Friday morning, the 15th. I hope y'all had a crappy Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is stupid. Okay, so I just rolled out of bed, so yeah. Glamour shots. Come, listen to it with me. I don't like this effect. I already rendered it out though. First time, guys, I punch a kick drum with my knee. Come. I like it, guys. I like it. I like it. I'm almost finished, but I thought I'd show you. I have one more problem to solve. So it's got quite a steady vibe. The percussion drops out. Another problem. So I've tried keeping the pulse in the bass, but that doesn't really work because I'm trying to accentuate the harmony of the strings. Doesn't really work, so I'm gonna just play around with that a little bit and tell you what I come up with. So I've done this. So it's almost like it fades out the wahs. I took out some body, and then I've got another bass layered over it here. Sub bass, a double bass, and a sine bass. So basically just a sub bass but an octave higher. So what I did is in this bass, the long sustain note, I just made it 2 separate notes so that there's a slight gap, and then also the double bass, the second time I took it up an octave. So if something's not sounding good in your music, first try and see if you can articulate what the problem is instead of just going at it blind. Going at it blind might help, but it might take longer, so it is more useful if we can make informed guesses. But yeah, there's a lot of trial and error involved. I also thought now's a good time to just reflect on the Lumo Berry track 3. I want to say it was like infinitely easier than track 2, just focusing on like cutting crap out and being simplistic. It was hard to get started. It took me probably 2 weeks to like properly write because I was a bit demotivated after the second track, which I poured so much love into, and just it didn't work out. It's because I overdid it. It's not like I learned so much, and also I was experimenting with new like drum techniques and stuff like that, just to make stuff extra punchy. Moving forward from track 3 to track 4, I'm not sure what I'll do different. I think I will continue on with the lessons that I've learned, basically keeping things simple. I really like that I played a lot of violin and viola in this track, so I'll probably include more of my like classical background, but also kind of a clinical dark electronic sound with some interesting sound design. I can't believe it, guys, it's halfway. I've done my 3 tracks, 3 out of 6, and I'm enjoying this. It's been a massive relief to do this. It feels right, it feels good. I was really beginning to not enjoy making music as much. It was a big chore. I was stressed every day. I constantly had jaw pain. And I've noticed now this past 2 weeks, the jaw pain's gone. And I get that from stress triggers. So I think just kind of working for myself. When I say working for myself, I'm not getting paid at the moment because I'm just doing this for fun. But yeah, not being on constant deadline and constant stress. And yeah, I guess I do work a lot, but it's different because this is now for me and it's for fun. And it's been really good for my body to just chill out, you know? So I think I'm finished with the mix, but there's all these pops and clicks that popped up, lol, after I froze and flattened. So I just need to fix that. Just so you guys can see, yeah, my beautiful handwriting. So I've like finished it, but often when I finish the mix, I'll listen again and again and I'll take notes. Because if I just listen, oh, here's a click, flip, stop, and work on it, I don't get the bigger picture. So now I've listened to the whole thing and I've decided I actually really like it and I'm just going to fix these little things, and then I'm going to listen to it again, listen to it on headphones. So now I can just run through and it helps my workflow instead of listening over and over and over again. Also, a huge shout out to Matt, who has given me feedback on every single one of my Lumo Berry tracks to date. I really appreciate it. It has given me such good things to think about, and I've actually got an interview with him, so please check it out. He's an amazing mix engineer and just a great guy, and I think you will learn a lot just from listening to us have a chat. I was about to upload my project to SoundCloud for bitbird, but then I realized I don't have a name for it yet. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the first thing, avant-garden. Oh, old friend, we meet again. Alrighty, no going backsies. Wow, I need a shower. For a moment there, when you like finish something, you're like, oh cool, and then the rest of life sinks in and you're kind of like, oh, I got all these other things to do. And I'm not just talking about showering and peeing. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll be starting track 4 soon. Okay, bye. That was a terrible sign off. See you guys soon in the next one.